What on earth is going on at DC? So I'm going to show you kind of 3 articles here. Very interesting ones, actually. Now, take it all with a massive pinch of salt. We don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've not heard anything about this. But there's basically been... There's been rumours that Skydance's Ellison... Not even really rumours, to be fair. But David Ellison of Skydance, now Paramount Skydance, wants to buy Warner Brothers, right? He wants to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. And that's not... It's not from Cosmic Book News. That's from Deadline themselves. So it's not small fry people that are saying this information. And so what would happen there? Well, apparently David Zaslav would be out, right? He'd be gone. That's the rumours. Anyway, just left out, just done. Latest update. David Ellison is preparing to make his move on Warner Brothers, and with the recent contract renewals of Warner Brothers Motion Picture Group heads, which actually has done, by the way, that's locked and into place, right? Which apparently was as per David Ellison's personal request. So in short, Ellison is finalising the team he wants, and doesn't look like he's going to get Zaslav in there. Effectively. So Zaslav's exit seems likely. Sources tell Deadline that Ellison and his father, Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison, aren't interested in keeping Zaslav on board. There's reportedly no significant role for Zaslav in the post-sale version of the studio, though he could be offered a soft landing in the form of a board seat or vague strategic advisor title, just to soften the deal, basically. So insiders... For Deadline, say it's unlikely Zaslav would want to stick around anyway. The Ellisons want a clean slate with no baggage, and that includes the $30 billion debt that Warner Brothers Discovery is carrying. Mad. I mean, that's a lot. DeLuca and Abdi, apparently they're just assets. So Ellison's strategy appears to revolve around acquiring not just Warner Brothers IP, but also top talent. So DeLuca and Abdi re-upped after overseeing $4 billion global box office run this year. They're seen as major assets. Deadline likens them to discovering a war hole in the house you're about to buy. A bonus that Ellison's likely view is as critical to their long-term studio plans. So that's what they think is good, right? Netflix doesn't look like they're on board for trying to buy it. Apparently James Gunn will be out if Warner Brothers gets sold. Man, this stuff is fascinating. Like, actually fascinating. Now, again, take it all with a pinch of salt. Take it all with a pinch of salt. So, Superman didn't do very well financially. We've got the numbers now. Loads of reports. Peacemaker Season 2 has flopped. The ratings are down. This individual on Cosmic Book News spoke to their insiders and said that basically James Gunn will be out as the head of DC with the Warner Brothers Discovery sale. David Ellison of Skydance Paramount buys Warner Brothers Discovery. Mike DeLuca will basically be in charge of DC. And it will be another new start. God damn it. Another new start? So we'll get a reboot, probably. God, man alive. So Gunn recently said that he's doing whatever he wants with DC. That sounded odd. As if you're building a new universe, you would want it to be successful with the fans. That's not happening. Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, they failed to chart Nielsen, the Nielsen charts. They don't have a big audience, and Gunn's claim that Peacemaker Season 2 was meant to be a sequel to Superman movie was apparently BS. Superman also failed to resonate with international fans. That is true. Its box office also came in under Zack Snyder's Man of Steel by a large margin. Gunn's approach to the DCU has been all about divisive messaging, and it's splitting the fan base, which is true. It has been pretty divisive. And this individual says that they're of the opinion that Gunn is doing whatever he wants with DC because his days are numbered and he knows it. So he's getting himself, all of his friends and his wife big paychecks before Warner Brothers Discovery sells. Which, I mean, that's a It's a really pessimistic outlook, but it could be the case. So that means when a sale does go through, James Gunn is out. And here's what he's told. Basically, recently, big news that DeLuca and Abdi, resigned with Warner Brothers in Deadline's report. They basically said it's because of the sale of Warner Brothers Discovery. David Ellison is looking to purchase Warner Brothers Discovery. So Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav is putting people in place that Ellison wants. Re-signed. Sorry, not resigned. So that means Ellison wants DeLuca and Abdi in charge of Warner Brothers films. Gunn has pivoted from his planned Gods and Monsters storyline into what he calls the Superman family saga. The Superman family is all Gunn. That's him. It's all his stories, basically. Gods and Monsters storyline is ditched because Gunn knows he can only get a select amount of movies out before the sale. And apparently, he's also been told, this individual has also been told that the reason why DCU projects have been stalling is because of Gunn's interference. The filmmaker wants his own vision and not Gunn's. Filmmakers want their own version, and not Gunn's. But they're told that most visionary directors in Hollywood are staying away from not only DC but Marvel and Star Wars because life is too short and everyone is looking for original properties. Zack Snyder's happy doing his original stuff, but would like to return for DC for one last movie, Dark Knight Returns. So if Warner Brothers does get sold, whoever buys it wants a completely new start. While it has been reported that Skydance is eyeing to purchase Warner Brothers Discovery, Universal is still in the mix, allegedly. So maybe, who knows? If David Ellison buys Warner Brothers, James Gunn will be out. David Ellison's father, billionaire Larry Ellison, is close to Donald Trump. So Peacemaker getting a season 3 and Gunn lied about a family-friendly approach to DC. Told that basically nobody in the building knows his status except for Gunn himself, but his actions speak as to what might happen. So Gunn has said it himself, he's doing whatever he wants with DC, because with the sale, DCU will be dead. And yeah, Mike DeLuca will just take over, apparently. I mean, it's fascinating. It's a fascinating turn of events. Mental, but fascinating. Crazy, really, when you think about it. So I don't know what any of this is true. Who knows? I just thought this was worth covering because there was previous reports to say that they were looking to sell and build a proof of concept. That hasn't happened. Well, partially has happened, actually. The proof of concept seems to be there, and the sale is kind of there. But it doesn't look like, if anyone does buy it, that they want it to continue anyway. So we're a fascinating turn of events. And remember, James Gunn did come out and say lots of stuff, and barely any of it's happening. So, I mean, that's interesting alone, and add some weight to this kind of stuff. So yeah, what the hell is happening at Warner Brothers? Who knows? Who knows for now? But here's some of the rumours. What do you guys think? Drop your thoughts down below. Bye-bye now.